My Life in Music, Jennifer Rondeau Sider. This presentation will show the important parts, well, they're all important, but the super important parts of my life in music. We start with my dad and I. Dad would always sing to me, and he came from a musical family. In his early years, Dad was always involved in music, church choirs, community choirs. And this is a gift that he shared with me. And this was Dad's song, What a Wonderful World, all the way up to the end before Alzheimer's took him. He would sing this to the therapist. I remember the day he went in and he was singing this. So this is one that sticks with me, makes me want to cry. The legacy begins for me. This picture of me, I think, is from kindergarten. This lovely lady, Marianne O'Connor, is now Marianne O'Connor Donahue, and she is a St. Mary of the Woods College graduate, 1961. She was my elementary music teacher and our church music director, and she took me under her wing and helped me develop my voice, helped me develop my musical skills, and was also there for me during the tough times with my parents. And to this day, she's my best buddy. The first song, the first solo that I ever sang in church with Marianne was Here I Am, Lord. Here I am, Lord. Is it I, Lord? I have heard you calling in the night. I will go, Lord, if you lead me. I will hold your people in my heart. Timbre and tone. I was a daddy's girl growing up, and Dad reminded me, when I think back of it, on the warm sounds of strings, like a cello. And my mom and I were like clanging cymbals. But more often, every once in a while we got the strings, but more often than not, we were the cymbals. But she was from a Polish and Irish background, and she grew up in a strict Irish Catholic family, which she shared with us. And Dad and I had the special bond of music, and she and I didn't have that. So just interesting. Aunt Beverly. Now, talk about foundations when I was a child. Beverly took me to see my first musical, Annie, and here she is playing Maybe for us. And Maybe's from Annie. And behind her, where you have all those pictures, there's also a bench. And I would go and spend weeks with her during the summer and during the school year. And she used to play, and we used to sing for hours from Charlie Brown the Musical, Annie, Cats, Les Mis, Mary Poppins, Send in the Clowns, Out Here on My Own, another super important song to me. Maybe It's Not Easy Being Green, and Rainbow Connection. Beverly, I can't say enough about what you brought, the meaning, the expression. Thank you. I also have a brother, Matthew, and he's 5 years younger than me, and he's musical too. And this was after the birth of my daughter, and it's the only picture I have of Matt and I doing music together. And he tells me that he feels the spotlight wasn't big enough for both of us, and that he was always background music. But I've always tried to include him in my life of music. Jen. Oh, Jen. My friend from preschool on to this day. I just talked to her the other day. Over here, with all the little kids, I'm in the pink dress and she's in the striped shirt. And this was preschool. And then us together about a year ago, and then a picture of me on my 16th birthday. She was kind of my manager for all my events, keeping them straight. But music, especially Bon Jovi, was our life. To this day, we still use Never Say Goodbye and Blood on Blood to sign our notes, our emails, our texts. And we went to see Bon Jovi together. And here is, I'm going to forward to the part of the video where the most important part of this song to us, we were definitely blood on blood, one on one. You'll see them shake hands and greet. Feel the emotion. That right there is how we feel about each other, and that emotion, that call me in the middle of the night and I'm there. Music at St. Mary of the Woods College. Oh my goodness. Here's a picture of me at Christmas at the Woods, which was the Christmas dinner theater they used to do. And this song is the Candlelight Carol, and all the madrigals used to fight to do the best audition to get the solo at the very beginning of this. And yeah. And I got it my senior year. So this was an explosion of music for me at this time. It was just wonderful. You know, all these ideas, new things, new melodies, new harmonies. It's just fabulous. And then nonsense, super important at the Woods as well. I was Sister Mary Amnesia and I had the puppet. So I had to learn ventriloquism and how to sing with ventriloquism. Here I am singing maybe a madrigal tour. And whenever I get a chance, I will sing in the big church at the Woods. Kennst du das Land, the song here, I sang my senior year. It was my senior piece. So I started with 24 Italian songs and arias and made it all the way to Schumann, singing in German. Marian Krajewska, this lovely lady here in the black, was my voice teacher, and she's a Juilliard graduate. How lucky, how blessed am I to learn music, voice from her, and share that with others. New beginnings. My daughter, oh my goodness. Vibrant texture, syncopated rhythms, long happy phrases, and B, she was the melody. Loud dynamics and lullabies all at the same time. And this was, Mr. Mistopheles was her song. If we wanted to settle her down, we would put this on. And she would bop along to this part. And then when she could sing it, she would. Never was there ever a cat so clever as magical Mr. Mistopheles. And then her and Grandpa, and her grandma wanting a Woods ring. Her singing choirs at the Woods, definitely legacy. And then, last but not least, B graduated from the Woods, and class of 22, and she's a voice major. B and I are the only mother-daughter music majors and mother-daughter madrigals at the Woods. A couple of weeks ago, about a month ago now, we had the opportunity to sing in this wonderful concert called Reflections. And I'm just going to jump all the way ahead because B and I got to sing in a group. Um, we got to sing For Good, which is actually our song. And that doesn't happen, that you get to sing it in the big church in a small group with your daughter behind you. And it's also Sister Sue's song, Rest in Peace. Sue is a wonderful friend. We'll see a picture of her next. But here's this. Maybe. Wait. Okay. And if you watch, yes, I'm trying, but you will see Bee put her hand on Mom's shoulder. And that to me is the highlight of this whole song. I know I'm over in time. I apologize. But last but not least, we have Sister Sue in the middle here, who is my best friend while I was there. And she died too soon of cancer. So my symphony is far from over. B and I continue to add to each other's symphonies. Despite our various musical endeavors, the woods brings us home, and the circle of friends, stories, music, and collective music projects is shared, renewing us to return to our music. Both B and the woods are central to my journey as a music therapist. Who you are as a sum of your parts shapes who and what you will become.